The level of sycophancy and submission. These Globo characters, in order to try to defend Lula, have reached the point where they're even willing to defend Maduro now. That woman, Andrea Saidi, was jumping around desperately in the studio. From this height here, because Trump is over there, taking down those terrorists in Caribbean waters. The woman was desperate. And this group, folks, can't go a single day without embarrassing themselves in front of the whole society. Lula is making little drawings just like Maduro is doing over there in Venezuela, trying to show the people that he's in favor of the federal police. Of all people, him and Maduro. He copied Maduro by making drawings for social media for his supporters, just like Maduro. We're gonna show everything here. These guys are desperate, huh? Desperate. Hit that like button.
Look, Andrea Saidi.
She's even pouting. Bloggers are panicking over the United States Secretary of War, who made a meme with a children's cartoon to mock the attacks in the Caribbean. This left wing, just look at it, folks.
The United States Secretary of War, whose name is Pete Hegseth.
Listen to the intonation, Hegseth. I even did the tongue thing. Reg, seriously.
He used a cartoon.
To be ironic.
The attacks on ships in the Caribbean.
At no point does she talk to ships, to sacrificers, to the goods those guys are transporting. All narcotics. They're not taking little gift boxes to the United States. They're leaving Venezuela carrying little gift boxes. He posted on social media, folks, a montage. Look, I went along with the montage, simulating the cover of the books of the character Franklin with the title Franklin Targets Narco-Terrorists. The green turtle appears aboard a helicopter, firing a bazooka with, I thought it was, never mind, someone who cares for the environment in Brazil. Work.
Boats that carry several packages and armed men. The American secretary suggests in the caption that the drawing might be a Christmas present. Right, guys? This post is totally different from the original image of Franklin's books. The character is known for being...
You can see the degree of intonation, the way they do it. The, oh, Trump is killing our narco-terrorists. The, oh my God, what should we do? All to defend Inacio's unionism, or Maduro's. Just so you have an idea, he had this drawing made here. Super Maduro. Maduro creates a cartoon for children that shows him as a superhero called Super Mustache, who promises to fight against the United States. Look, take a look at the cartoon here, guys.
He goes back to attacking with the Super Mustache propaganda. It's a superhero who is Nicolas Maduro, featured in state advertisements.
Super Mustache is Iron Hands. Let's watch a little bit of the cartoon here. Here would be the President of the United States, the bad guy.
You are just a simple bus boss.
But we all try tricks and lies.
Nice to meet you, Chimba. There goes the... But nothing. We don't see any light.
Light. Shoot. Look at that.
Again.
The patient is in surgery while a United States plane arrives to cut off Venezuela's power. Then the guy who was bedridden during the surgery.
Yeah.
A multiple attack. They sabotaged Guri, cyber hacking, bombing.
This is serious.
It's the electromagnetic drone and its position. If it's hostile, I'll handle it.
It destroys the plane in the United States. The power returns.
It's the...
Look here. Indestructible Super Bigode, your Iron Hand man. What can't these guys do? I'm amazed. Which character did he display most across Venezuela? Elon Musk as a villain too and all that. The guy is there as if he were a superhero, with a Holy Bible in his hand here. Holy Bible right here. Look. Guys, the modus operandi. And on the pen, there was another drawing of him here. Look, him arriving, his wife there, Yanja, and approving the
project.
What are you doing, Nico?
I'm approving projects to benefit people.
Yanja comes in and asks, "What are you doing, Niquino?" "I'm approving projects to benefit the Venezuelan people."
"There will be no benefits for your people after what I have prepared."
Then the President of the United States. She presses a button there to destroy Venezuela, folks. Look, Iron Hand is here.
I'll give you what you deserve. No extremist will be able to destabilize the country.
Extremist, same as him here. It's already known. They have to call us extremists, etc. And notice the absurdity. There aren't many children's channels in Venezuela, so kids watch this stuff. Imagine, kids love cartoons. They love any kind of cartoon. They watch it and it really sticks in their minds, making them think that this evil guy is a superhero. In Venezuela, folks, it's a dictatorial regime. They're cruel. They're cruel. The guy even released an action figure, right? After all this nonsense, he has them sold all over Venezuela. Look, not sold actually. They're distributed. The Venezuelan government hands out action figures during the tough Christmas nights. The kids, poor things, have nothing, right? And they really start to believe he's a superhero. A regime like that is truly cruel. And people made an analogy here. Look, the Supreme Court is going to hand out ties and scarves with its fashion brand, imitating Super by God, the Midnight Doll. Why did the Supreme Court spend a ton of public money to make Supreme Court ties? They launched a tie and scarf while Barroso was still Supreme Court president to give to friends. And
let me just make a note. This will not go unnoticed. That week, to the new Supreme Court fashion department, we launched a Supreme Court tie.
There's a watch here, look, and 500,000 reais. Gold bracelet. It's the elite, right? It's the elite, our people. Okay. And then we saw Lula, right? Saying, well, if Maduro is making a puppet, I have to make one too. I need to imitate Maduro. Then his delegate was like, huh? Really? In this anti-gang law from Lula, they're trying to argue that Lula is concerned about uniting the police forces to fight organized crime. He wants to merge state, municipal, and federal police into one force to better confront organized crime. Look, it's time for the pressure. The federal police cannot be weakened just when it's dismantling more gangs. The federal police dismantles gangs. It's dismantling a lot. If it weren't for Darity here, as Secretary of Public Security, Goin, who dismantled that whole Primero Commando de Capital operation with Faria Lima and everything else, the federal police just got involved to claim credit. But the one who did all the investigation was Goin, here from Sao Paulo. Look, Lula is here, look.
In a Brazil threatened by villains and infiltrators, where organized crime seeks to seize territories and spread chaos, a hero with a beard, courage, and a red heart is ready to bring order to the mess. He is Super Lula against organized crime.
The same thing Maduro did over there. All that's left is to make little dolls of him now and hand them out. Along with Bolsa Familia, along with the gas, which not everyone is receiving. I showed here that he even defaulted on the people he promised the gas to. Super Lula against organized crime? Look, I don't know whether to laugh or cry here. Super Lula against organized crime, and he
has a new superpower, the anti-gang bill. With it, the state gains strength to confront the crime bosses. With harsher sentences and blocking gang money, Super Lula's bill creates with intelligence, Cora.
Super Lula. They have nothing left to make up. It's impressive. The United Nations is desperate, trying to accuse the United States. The United States is fighting, right? Against, don't protect Maduro over there in Venezuela is about to fall at any moment, and Lula is deciding to imitate Maduro. All for love and for democracy, all for love and for democracy. I want to know your opinion. Hit that like button, leave a comment here so we can show this to more and more people. Subscribe to our channel and join our family. Big hugs, stay with God. See you next video. Thanks, I'm out.